everyone, I hope you're having an amazing, lovely day. Today what I thought I would do is take you along because I am packing a very special VIP customer's order. This customer, hello Christine, this is for you. So she has ordered a really big order from me, quite a lot of soap and prezzies here. So what I'm actually going to be doing is popping these all together for her, and I thought I'll take you along to show you exactly how I pack up mine. And you know, how I pack up mine I think is pretty much what a lot of people do. But anyway, like I said, I thought you may want to come along while I'm doing this just to show you the process, and it really is not that hard. So basically what I do with mine is I actually use Australia Post, and it's the business Australia Post. And what happens with that is once you start sending more and more parcels, then you go into a tier and you get discounts on your parcels. So anyway, I'll show you what I do and the process of sending a parcel out, and of course packing it up, and of course we'll have a little chat as we go along. So anyway, let's get going and I will show you. So I'm going to pop the camera down and so you can see exactly what I'm doing, of course. All right, so we're at my bench here. So this is the particular one I'm going to be using. You can get boxes from Officeworks and lots of other places. Another place that does some really good is Stanley Packaging, but this is the last one I have on my shelf of this size. And because Christine's order is quite big, I thought let's go and pop it all in here. So of course you will need things such as this, which might be your flyers or a postcard or a business card, whatever you want to pop in yours. I just pop in this little bit of paper. You can get this particular crinkle paper from Officeworks in Australia or any of your packaging sort of companies. Honestly, I reuse a lot that gets given to me in packaging because that saves the environment and recycles. But in the time of COVID, I really feel that we cannot do that. So I don't do that in COVID. Unfortunately, we just can't do it. And, you know, that's just so that I make sure my customers are getting everything that is 100% off my floor that was been bagged before, so that I know that it's not touched any hands except for mine, obviously, except for, you know, the factory. So then we do have the tissue paper. I'm going to pop my tissue paper in here. I usually put one this way and then one the other way, and then you can pop your products on it. I have already you know, gone through all of my products off the list that Christine has sent me, like an order through my website. So if anyone wants to order, you just go onto my website, which is nelsonsoapery.com. And I do have two different sections. So one is for retail and the other one is for wholesale. So, but most of it's retail, there's only one section wholesale. But anyway, she's ordered this gorgeous one, and this is one that I really love. It's green tea and jasmine, and my recipes change too. So all my soaps will not be the same. And of course, my little unicorn, she's so popular. I need to go and make some more of her. I will actually be doing a rainbow unicorn for any of you that want to know. And this one, oh, smells so good. It's like a peony scent. And I'll leave a bit of a gap here because I will actually put something in between these. But we just want to see that everything fits in here. Shell Cove, which is a really, really nice sort of summery, beachy one. This one here is my really big fat wide soap. This one here is called Piggy in the Mud, and it actually has deep sea mud in, which just feels so nice. So we'll pop that one in there. And of course you've got to give samples too, don't you? But anyway, and there's my fairy garden. And lots of you might remember me actually making this. So much work to make that, but I really did love that whole process of making it. And then of course she's got the peppermint bath bomb, just my little label on the back of that one. And these particular this one's lavender and blueberry, which is so nice. And this gorgeous rose clay. If any of you have never used rose clay or had it in a moisturizer, you've got to try it. It just feels so beautiful, so luxurious. So this one will be for Christine, but I will actually pop this in a bag, and usually I wrap these up all gorgeous as well, so that way I know they're getting them all lovely. So I'm going to show you how I actually wrap that up. And of course she's getting this gorgeous bath bomb. Sometimes too you need to remind customers that they change. So this is the same one, same scent, but the pink is a little brighter on this one. And most people honestly don't care. They really don't care at all. She has actually also ordered a rainbow, one of my bubble baths, but unfortunately, I have actually sold out of it. So I'm going to give Christine 2 for the price of 1. But if she's not happy with this, then we can make her 1 or see. But, you know, sometimes that happens where you've just run out of something or the stock wasn't exactly perfect on the website. That happens. So what I usually do is just give them 2 for the price of 1. Most people are more than happy for that. But if she really wanted the other one, we could take her on a list and send her a free one when that comes out. Because my stock changes and it kind of rotates quite fast, it's really hard. Of course, I'm going to give her some samples as well. So always make sure you give your customers a sample, because you don't know, they might love that and then they might come back and order it. So make sure you pop on the labels on the front and back so then they know what it is. Legally, you actually don't need to do that for a sample, but I just think it's a good idea so they know what it is. Sometimes they can smell what it is, or they might even message you and say, hey, I got a sample. Can you tell me what it is? So, I mean, you know, you really want to be able to tell them, don't you, what the sample is. So it's no good if you can't actually tell them. So anyway, I've got all this aside. My box is quite big, so we might even be able to go for a small box, but we'll see. And I'm just going to show you how I actually wrap up my little rose clay. So let me grab another piece of tissue paper and I will show you a really cute way how you can actually wrap up some items. All right, everyone, so now we're going to be wrapping up the rose clay. When you've got things like this, you either need to pop it in a box or you need to put it in bubble wrap, because you would hate for this to be mixed all around and then the liquid go everywhere. I know that these little amber lids that I use are really good, and the amber jars. So some jars though, I've had ones from other companies with liquids in and then they've just gone everywhere. So if you're worried about going everywhere, please do pop it in a separate box, which we're just going to pop it in this box here. Seal that up on there, and then you can just use you know, just one of these, which is just a little sticker I've made on my Cut machine, and then all you're going to do is literally just pop it over the top and it will actually stop anything from coming out, and then the customer knows that's the one that they actually have ordered. And then we can of course pop it into the box. If you can, you know, I definitely say make sure you try and stick it upright, but this one's not going to go upright because of the box. But anyway, like I said, just make sure you try and fit everything neatly in the box. As I've said, unfortunately, I have actually run out of the one that Christine wants, which is my bubble bar. So I'm going to give her this one as well as this one. So I'll give her these 2. And I hope that she loves them. But like I said, if your customer says, no, I actually wanted the other one, well, and if you're sold out, you just need to be honest and say, look, I've actually sold out, but I'm happy to give you this or a refund for, you know, the one that I have actually sold out of or you don't have. Now, like I said, I've also got here just, you know, like my little samples, because you want to give your customer a sample, because after all, they are choosing you over so many other people. I mean, that is so nice of them, and that's how I always look at it. That, you know, they literally have chosen you over anyone else they could have bought something from on the internet. Whether you're on YouTube, whether you're just online, a market, it doesn't matter. They're choosing your business, your store. So it is really important to, you know, say a really big thank you and make sure they feel that they are important to your business, which of course they are. So I'm just going to grab my little organza bag to pop this in for my sample. You don't have to use a little organza bag either. I mean, you can just pop your sample straight in. I've seen some people put them in paper bags, all different things, but my daughter got me these, but they look really tiny, don't they? So I don't know if these are even going to fit in these, which is a little bit sad. These may not actually fit in these little tiny weeny bags. How sad. I have actually made some of my own as well. But yeah, so these are really tiny. They just may not fit in there. Oh well, next time we'll get the bigger one, won't I? But anyway, let me just double see if my other ones, no, they're all the same size, I think. But like I said, we will just see. But I mean, imagine if that was bigger. It looks super cute, doesn't it? And then it's just in its little bag, so then they know that's the sample. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, we're just going to pop this one on top. And I'll show you this. If you can see this, how tightly it's packed. Like, honestly, this is what you want. You want to be able to see that you have packed everything as tight in here as we can get it, because we do not want this moving around in the post. Even though I've got all this in here and it is nice and tight, I'm not worried about it. Just pop some more, you know, like some more papers or shred in the top, because you want to make sure this is secure as it can be. I'm going to pop in a little bit more. So I'm just going to go and grab a tiny bit more. And of course in here, what you would be doing now is you would also be adding in, you know, the paperwork, like the order that they've got as well. You don't have to, because they do get an electronic one as well if you've got an online store. But that is a good thing to do, and tick off everything as you go along. I'm not going to do it on camera because obviously, you know, privacy details, and I don't want to give away any addresses or any more details. Make sure you pop in that, of course. But for now, what I'm going to do is we are going to be sealing up this this lovely little pressy, and I know that everything's in it. I've double checked that it's all in it. And then of course we are going to be folding this up, and all I've done with the tissue paper is one's that way and one's that way, just to make it look nice. Because look, you know, often when people buy products like this, it's a nice little present for themselves. So that's where I always say, you know, if you can do something like this and then they get to open the present, even if they don't and it's for other people, it's a really nice surprise because they've spent their money on getting something. And then of course I just pop on my little, you know, sticker of my name. You can get these printed out or make them. I make all my own on my Cree-cut machine, because all of this adds to the price, and I want to keep my price a realistic price for my customers. You know, I don't want them paying too much, so that's why I do that. And you can see how full this is, but once I push this down, it will be really, really secure in the post. And then of course, like I said, I do have you know, one of my little flyers, and then I always give them one of these. And on the back of this will actually is usually I write on it to, you know, anything I want to say, or thank you, or, you know, if I've got an exchange of a product or something like that. But anyway, I hope that this quick little video of me packing up someone's order has really, really helped you. So after this, after we actually do this, I'll actually show you how I'm going to go onto My Business Australia Post, and how I actually do all this. Because once you've done this, then you need to weigh it. You need to actually rule up the sides and everything. So when I say that, I mean measure everything, because you need to tap all of that in to Australia Post. Obviously, I'm not going to show you the bit where I put the customer's name in, because I can't do that. But everything else I will show you. So let's get going, and now we'll organise the postal slip. All right, everyone, so let me show you what I'm doing. So first, I'm just going on to Australia Post. So we need to go onto here, because this is our normal, you know, postal system in Australia. So then we're just going to be logging in. You should, if you don't have a My Business account, just open one up. It's free. And so this is the bit you're going to push on My Post Business, and obviously we're going to log in. And then it's nice and easy, isn't it, from here? So now we've just logged in here. No, we don't want to do their survey, so I'm going to say no. And from here, all you're going to do is you just go into orders. If you have an order, you will actually pop something in here. We will just go out of that because we don't have an order. That's why it's telling me no, there is no order. So then we'll go into history. And if you want to go to history, this is just going to show you all different orders and what it basically costs for parcels I send. So the average parcel that I send costs $13.23, and that will be similar to Christine's one. So I do offer free delivery once they spend over $59, but you need to organise that and pop that into your price. So realistically, my soap is say like $8. Some other places might charge $7, but I'm really giving it to them cheaper because they're getting free post. So if that makes sense. So, you know, that's kind of what you got to do, don't you, in the end. So anyway, it says orders here. Of course, we don't have an order. You just got to write add an order. And adding an order means just, you know, a postal ticket. So then it's just telling me who I am here. So now here is where you're going to put your customer's name. So we'll pretend it's me in here, won't we? We'll just pretend it's my details, because my details are all online, so I'm not worried about giving them out. And then, of course, you know, you write in your address in here, emails and so on. And you don't need to worry about most of those. And then you get down to here and it's saying select an option. So is it dangerous goods? Well, no, it's not. We wouldn't be sending if it is. And then the description required. So you need to write soap or candle. So we'll write soap and bath bombs. You actually do need to write what you're sending. So don't just write gift, because that's really not good enough. You do need to write it in there. And whether you're using your own packaging or Australia Post, this is my own packaging. So sometimes you might buy a pre-bag or something like that. And now for the weight, we need to measure this up. So on my scale to the side here, I've already got it. So I'm just going to get the parcel. The weight means the box as well. It means everything in it. And so this one is 2.1 kilos. So I'm just going to write 2.1, and which that's pretty much what all of them are. And then, of course, with our box here, which let me just pop this in front, we need to actually measure from here to here, here to here, and then across the box, because that is going to determine the amount. So I'm just going to write a fake amount in, which we'll say 23 by 16 by 8. That's pretty much normal of, you know, what I usually send. And then what you're going to do is this is actually going to tell you what to do from here. Because I haven't put my address in, which let me just go back in here. We're just going to put my address. I'll put my own in because everyone knows my address anyway. It's on the internet, so it's no secret. And anyway, and then from here, this is telling me this is what it's going to cost, $15.95 to send it. And it's because of its weight. So sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. But yeah, it's all a bit of a balancing act. So when you're sending parcels, it's really important that you add in these costs into it, because imagine if you're selling a product that you've only made $8 on, but the postage is $10. It means you're actually at a loss. And that has happened to me before. It really has happened to me. So yeah, so definitely don't, don't sort of, underestimate what things are going to cost. You need to find out a real amount. And this is a really good program just to, even if you're not sending anything, do a few tests and it will actually tell you. And then from here, all you're going to do, which we won't do because we're not going to do it, you write save and it will say pay for your order, and then it will send you a ticket and you print it on your machine and stick it on the box. So it's really nice and simple. But from here, like I said, I'm definitely not going to do that because I need to do a few more things on Christine's one from here. And then we're going to get this sent off. The order was put in late last night, so I always try and send my orders within the next 24 hours, just so that it's really good customer service and the customer knows. Once I get the tracking number, then I will put the tracking number in my Shopify account. And then that way, all of the customers, they can see the tracking, it gets sent to them, and they know that you have actually sent it and you're not just saying that. There's proof that you have sent it, which that is also proof if your parcel goes missing. But anyway, I really hope this has been a little bit helpful, just doing a bit of the Australia Post side of it as well, sending parcels and wrapping it and making sure it's secure. So do make sure your box is strong enough as well. Make sure that parcel's strong enough. Everything needs to be right because you don't want the customer getting a product that's broken. Anyway, I hope you love your parcel, Christine, and I will see you on the next video, everyone. Bye for now.